How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Domaine De L'Orée. And we're going to start with the description from the hub, and it reads, "Welcome to the Domaine De L'Orée. Here is a small map simply created and imagined. You will find a farm with some tools, chickens, cows, beehives, and a good dog named Harley. One potential secondary farm, plot 31, 60 cultivable, I think that's not right, fields, 58 missions, 15 plots of wood, 2 plots of olives, 4 small plots of grapes, 3 plots for placed buildings, 7 points of sale, 7 production points, 1 BGA. You will also find on this map some new productions and a new culture. Tip: map ideal for solo and 3-4-person multiplayer games. 3 mods to download for better gameplay. Have fun." There are mods required for this map, starting with the French Farm Building Pack by Omatana, Metal Shed by Simulator Games, Grape Production Pack by Chenben, and Old Sheepfold by VX Mapping. This map was created by Oncle-Sly, Oncle, Oncle-Sly, Oncle, and is 226.75 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. It is a bit of a smaller map. It doesn't take up the full screen there. Let's see. We start out by owning farmlands number 2 and 47, 2 being a grass and wheat field that are currently in growing state, and 47 being your main farm. You do start out with animal pens, as you can see here. Contracts are available, no production chains to start out with, and no collectibles. If we take a look at mods specific to this map, nothing under the buy menu, but under the build mode, we take a look under the buildings. There's nothing under sheds, silos, silo extensions, containers, tools, but under farmhouses, you will see right here, Domaine De L'Orée. We have one farmhouse here, and if we take a look at productions, go down to factories, scroll all the way to the right, you will see, and there's a ton of mods that are required downloads, and they have the different names underneath, but the ones that I'm speaking about specific to this map are the ones here, Domaine De L'Orée, and you do have a couple of productions here, but nothing under the rest of the tabs. No selling points, no greenhouses, orchards, or generators. There's nothing under animals whatsoever, nothing under decorations, but under landscaping we do get a couple of additional painting swatches, and that is it. So you start out, oh, you know what? I'm kind of skipping around already. You start out here on the map, kind of middle eastern portion of the map. It does have a train, runs south to north, and you actually start right here next to this big castle, which is, I think, pretty sweet. And if we take a look also at the farms and field prices, you start out number 5 here, you got 73,000. A lot of smaller fields and plots, so you do get some pretty good starting prices. But of course, you start out with really small fields, so it's going to take you a while, even though they're smaller in price. 73,000 here, we've got 27,000, 28,000, another 28, 22, 23, 30, and then we can start working our way up to, let's say down here, 121,000. We got a bigger one up here, as big, 99,000, 110. So prices for the fields are not that bad. Now you do get some big forest, 370,000, 172,000, 97,000. So everything's relatively affordable, which is nice. Really, really nice. So over here is our vehicle we can hop into, and we are going to go ahead and start making our way around, starting by pulling out of the parking lot over here. We're going to start heading kind of north out of this main drive for the castle, where it meets up with the kind of main road to the town. We're going to go around this corner here to almost the most northern part of the map. You have the BGA right here. come over here. You can purchase the BGA for $435,000, and you've got your liquid input here, solid input here, and liquid output right here, aka your digestate. And now we're going to go ahead and backtrack just a little ways back into town here, well, the edge of it, I should say. Whoa, yeehaw. And then right here is your starting farm, and there is your good dog right there, as they said in the description. So because this is the starting farm, let's take a look at some of the starting equipment. If you go under the buy menu, go down to your owned items, starting with small tractors. You have a Steyr 8150, medium tractors, a Kloss Axion 800, harvesters, a New Holland CH770, cars, you have the Mahindra Retriever, the slippery little devil that sends you everywhere. Trailers, you have a Kloss Carrot 140 TD and a Welger DK 115, header for your New Holland. Plows, you have the Agromass POV 5XL. Cultivators, you have the Amazon Senio 4000 Super. Power Harrows, Amazon KG 3001 Super. Seeders, you have the Amazon Katea 3000 Super. Rollers, the Dalbo Power Roll 1230 HD. Fertilizer spreaders, you have both the Bradell K105 and the Amazon ZATS 3200. Weeders, you have the Enbach Pneumatic Star 900. Mowers, you have the Pottinger NovaCat 301 AM ED Pro. Tedders, you have the Pottinger Alpenhit 4.4H. Windrowers, the SIP Favorite 254. Under forage wagons, you have the Pottinger Boss Alpine 251. Front loaders, the Hauer XB 150. Front loader tools, you have the Albert pallet fork and universal bucket. Header trailer, the Nardi N40X BX. Weights, the Kloss W900, and that is it. So pretty good starting equipment that you get here. Sleep trigger right here. You have your bees and your pallet spawn point for your honey right there. A fuel tank right there. Silo right here. A lot of your starting equipment tucked away under the sheds here. Some of them is tucked away in here. Over here you have a chicken pasture with room for 30 chickens. And then over here you have a sheep barn. Oops, go a little further. There we go. Room for 80 sheep. Oh, you know what? Forgot to say, feed goes in here for your chickens, and eggs spawn there. And same thing over here. You have your feed for your sheep over here, and I believe nope, can't jump through there. Yep, your wool will pile up in here. And now I am going to go ahead and grab the Kloss tractor right here, because that little Mahindra there is almost impossible for me to drive. And now we'll go right across the street to right here. This is the Southern Cheese Factory, which you can purchase for $50,000. And I believe your input and output are right here. Now we're just going to continue to follow this around. Go around the bend here. And then right through here, we have the Soybean Factory. You can purchase this for $75,000, and we will go ahead and purchase that so we can see what we can make here. So, one of the new products that is available on this map is yellow soybeans. You can see them right there at the top. They are different from regular soybeans, so you have to have those for this production to work. And if you put in barley, flour, as well as sunflower oil, you will get out soybean patties. You can also make soy smoothies and tofu. Output right here, and tucked around the back side is the input. So now we'll head back the way we came. And now come here and make a left. We'll stop right here. And this, my French is terrible, the La Filature de Chateau Spinnery. This is the Spinnery. For $60,000 you can purchase this. Input right here, and I believe output was tucked around the back right here. And now we head a little bit further down the road. To right over here. This, again, prepare yourselves, the Moulin des De L'Orée. $60,000 to purchase this. And if we do purchase it, I don't have enough money. Let's go ahead and borrow some. You can see this is where you can make olive oil and tapenade. I'm not sure what tapenade is. I think it's just crushed olives, if I understood it to be correct. And then the input right here. Input's over here. Why is the sign over here? Anyways, input looks like it should be here, and output, it was right there next to the door. What am I thinking? Now we'll continue to head down the road. Alright, and right around this corner is our next point of interest. And just down this driveway here is the sawmill. I have to approach the gate a little bit slow, but that's okay. Okay. $125,000 to purchase a sawmill. You have your wood chip output here. You have your input right here with the wood cell trigger here. And, you know what? I forgot. Where did the spawn? It's wood chip output. Where'd that little thing run off to? There it is, right around the back. Okay. From here, we're going to get turned around. Again, approach the gate slowly or else you will run into them. Like I did a couple of times already. Now, continue to head around the kind of outermost perimeter of the map. Just past this field here to the right. It's a little driveway tucked behind this row of trees. And then back here is the grain mill. You can purchase this for $96,000. You had your input right here and your output right there. Heading back out the other drive. Come through the stop, over the bridge. Continuing to head around. Go around this corner here. Now this right here is the potential second farm that was spoken about in the description. There's nothing here other than some storage. So there's no silos or anything. So if you buy the lot, it's not going to pop up with anything. But a little bit of storage, and that's about it. But nice little, you know, secondary plot. And if you're at all curious, let's go back to the map real quick. So, show you where we've been and what we've seen so far. So we started right here. Went all the way up this road to the biogas plant, down to here to the main farm, across the way to the southern cheese factories, down and around to here to the soybean factory, up and over to the La Filature del Couture Spinnery. Whew. Over to the Moulin des Délices de L'Orée, came all the way around to the sawmill here, and then down to the grain mill down here, and then over to here, farmland number 31, $62,928 will get you that kind of secondary farm. Now here we're gonna take the fork to the right, up this little hill, and then come down this way, and you have the train silo. You have your output right there in front of us, your input right behind it. You have an in and out on the other side for the train itself. Go through the roundabout here. And you have a rent train trigger right there. Nice little placeable spot right there. Go across the street here. And right here, first thing you see is the general warehouse sell point right here. And then this is the general warehouse buy point. Now this is a bulk buy point basically, so you can get your grains and pretty much anything else that can come onto this map. You can purchase it right there. Do a little bit of backtracking until we get to this spot where we're going to make a right. Now we're just going to follow this road around. Head over this little bridge. Okay. Now to my left is a gas station with an electrical charge point right here. Over here is our repair trigger right there, and shop trigger right here. Hop back in. Come out to here. Right across the street, you have the animal dealer sell point right here and the animal dealer. Now you can come to this location and purchase your animals directly, or you can use the same icon at any pens and pastures you have already installed on the map. If you use either one of these locations just as it is, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. Now it can get a little expensive. If you have cows on your map, it'll be $100 per cow for your adult cows. Now, depending on how many you're planning on purchasing, that can add up pretty quickly. Now, to save that money, to save that delivery fee, what you do is you buy or lease a animal trailer, bring it to this location, load directly into the animal trailer, and then deliver the animals to the pens and pastures yourself. You will save that money, and depending on how many you're buying, it might be worth it. So at this point, run back across the street, get in the tractor, and head down here. Now this next sell point has two parts to it, but it is the same sell point. This is the Les Jardins des Fermiers Farm Shop sell point. So you have your loose grains here and your kind of pre-production items, your pallets and stuff right here. Over here we have a lime station. Go ahead and head through the drive-through. Make a left. There we go. And now we'll do just a little bit backtracking. Make a right. Now this next area is very interesting, very complex. Well, not very complex. There have been other areas and other maps that are more complex, but navigating it can be a little difficult. And the reason it's going to be a little bit difficult is it's a town, and it's not built for large bits of equipment, machinery like what we have here. So tucked in here, there we go. This is the A Fournil des Champs Bakery. For $50,000 you can purchase this. Your input here, output beside it. Oops, I made a... See, this is what I'm talking about. Very, very easy to kind of get turned around and into areas that you're not intending to go down. A lot of dead ends, a lot of false positives. Head down, was it this way? I think it was this way. Head up these stairs. Over here, right here, this is the restaurant sell point. Head down here. All right, and tucked up here, this is the hotel sell point. And then the last point of interest, just around the corner, right here, this is the grocery sell point. And that is it. That is the Domaine De L'Orée. Now it is time to render my opinion, let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale, as per the usual. What do I think of this map? Well, this one actually really surprised me. When I came on here, I wasn't sure what to expect. based on the pictures from the mod hub, it looked like a normal size map. Didn't realize it was zoomed in, so that was kind of a shock number one. I also just, I don't know what I was expecting when I saw the layout. I guess I just wasn't expecting much. But I came on here, and this is a really nice map, and it's got a good mix of pretty much everything that anybody could want for it. You've got farming, you've got tons of forestry area, you've got places that you can build up, and a lot of the areas just look so picturesque and so clean looking. Like this area back here, this is really nice. There's a bunch of wildflowers growing back here, and normally the wildflowers and the use of colors I would kind of shy away from, but for some reason back here this works. Like you kind of get a little bit far out view. Like you can see wildflowers actually growing back here. It's normally where I kind of get a little hesitant about there being a bunch of wildflowers is when they line the roadways and it's every single road, every single place. But it being tucked away back here, it's actually really nice, and it looks like an actual wildflower field rather than just a whole slew of wildflowers that are being used as a periphery or a border for something. And then you look around this map, and there are some areas around here that are just absolutely gorgeous. The lake that's right here between the sawmill, there's two small ponds or lakes on either side. And you look here, and it's actually pretty sharp, like really stunning. Got that big, beautiful dock on the other end with a nice little boat there. There's so many little places around this map, and then the road network is very, very intricate for it being a small map. There's a lot of elevation changes, a lot of undulations that make it to where the road network actually has to be fairly complex. You've got the large hill on the west side here, you've got the town, you've got the farm, a secondary farm, a couple of animal pastures already pre-installed. But then you come here and you've got this big beautiful bridge right here in the middle of the map. Like, nice little city on the hill. It's just, there's a lot that's really kind of going for this map. And I'm like I said, I'm actually rather surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect with this map, and I'm pretty pleased with it. The color palette is spot on in my opinion. You know, you do get a couple little flowers here and there along the roadside, but it's not overwhelming. It's not overused. The town is complex. It's multi-dimensional. It's got tons of different elevation. Like I said, it's kind of built up on a little hill. And it's really sharp. This map has a lot of things going for it, like I said. It's got a little bit everything for everybody. You know, it's like I said before, it's got arables, it's got forestry, it's got, like I said, it's got areas that can be built up. You can't purchase all the areas on the map, which that's kind of a disappointment, but that's okay because you can buy enough of it. It's not like a small map like Fruling, where you cannot buy a very significant portion of the map, and it makes it feel like you're being really hemmed in. Like this map, you get that kind of hemmed in feeling, but not to any great extent. And because of the intricate road network, it actually feels like it's bigger than what it actually is. So all that to say, like, you look at this here, you've got this stunning river here that runs next to this hillside. Like, you just got so much detail and so many different things to kind of look at. Just fantastic. Very, very nice map, in my opinion. And when everything's said and done, what would I give this out of a 5, 0 to 5 scale? I would give this a solid 4, 4.5. Solid 4, 4.5. There's just so much going for it. You got this big castle that's tucked away in the background here. It's just, yeah, it's got so much for you to be able to do, for you to be able to appreciate the, yeah, this is a very, very solid map. Very solid map. I've never heard of the modder before. Um, but hey, great job. Fantastic map. I'm very, very pleased with this. But all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. Let me try that one more time. All the things the algorithms enjoy you doing, that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.